Well, how's it going, folks? Mile High 6 here, back again with a new video previewing the Denver Broncos versus Los Angeles Chargers game, Week 15. And before I say anything, Merry Christmas. Today's Christmas Eve, and then tomorrow's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrate it. I know this year's been tough, for people, and I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone who's watching this video, even if you're a Chargers fan. I just want to say that to everyone. And let's get into this damn game, shall we? Broncos taking on the Chargers. Broncos coming off a big blowout loss against the Bills, and the Chargers coming off a big overtime win against the Raiders to knock them out of the playoffs, basically. Thank you, Charger fans. Herbert deserves Rookie of the Year right now, just for that. But I think the Broncos could win this game. It's two bad teams. They got a couple statement wins, the Chargers, and they still don't like Lance Lynn. Coach Lynn. Lance Lynn, that's the baseball player. Anthony Lynn that much, and he's gonna get fired up Black Monday when it comes. I think because you can't really forget what he did during the season, choking all those games, even a couple games against the Falcons and the Raiders. Two bad defenses, mind you, and injured defense for the Raiders. But you can't deny that they got a couple good W's, and Herbert looked pretty good. And Luck had a good game against Carolina. Against Buffalo, he struggled in the second half. But this game, I think the Broncos, this could be a higher scoring game, because both defenses are not really that good. The Broncos secondary is completely gutted to shreds. No Bryce Callahan, no A.J. Boye, again, same as the. But I think they'll have more success because they're playing without those guys right now, like for the third straight week, and they're playing against a worse offense than the Bills. But they still have weapons. They have Williams, Keenan Allen, always, Hunter Henry, Eckler. We didn't see him, and they got Chris Harris Jr. back from injury, so he may have some revenge on defense. The Broncos, last game we were down 24-3. I like to poke fun at Charger fans. Hopefully it doesn't come to this. Hopefully we have it's a competitive game throughout the game and we win. That's what I really want. I think for the Broncos, I think they have to run the ball again. Luck can't force passes. I like these dink and dunk shit. I like it. It's like when the guys are open, like KJ Hamler, he had that game-winning touchdown against the Chargers last time. When he's open, he's gonna burn you because he has that speed. I want to see like a game that Noah Fant had. I want to see that for Judy, like a bounce back game. I want Noah Fant to I want Jerry Judy to have like a bounce back game because like these past few games he hasn't been doing anything. Like a couple catches, like he's not. I still like the draft pick. It's just we're not using him right. And I think when we get Cortland back, he's gonna get less touches. Or if we get rid of Tim Patrick, I don't know that, but that's in the future. This game, I think the key for the Broncos is to run the ball very good. We're on the road. Chargers. I think I don't think they're gonna win 3 in a row, and I think the Broncos they always bounce back from these big blowout losses, which we had 3 of them. Really, actually 4. I'll count Tampa Bay. So Tampa Bay, we got blown out the week after. We got our first one against the Jets. What was the next blowout? The Chiefs blowout, and then the next week we beat the Chargers, I think. Yes, and then the Raiders blowout. The next week we beat the Dolphins. The Saints blowout. The next week we beat the Panthers. So. And then the Bills blowout. So maybe we always recover from blowouts because I think this team is really resilient, even though they're very young. Same with the Chargers. They have a young QB that's going to win Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie Year, and he deserves it because he beat the Raiders. All kidding aside, Herbert's been playing good this year. I give him full credit. He's a good quarterback. But they don't have any questions. We have a lot of questions with Drew Lock. I want him to play next year and see what he has because he's only played 16 games, a full regular season, okay? And that's with injuries, fucking the NFL screwing us by putting a wide receiver at our quarterback position this year. That sort of stuff, and I think he has a lot to prove. But I'll give him one more year. Um, he has to stay healthy and he has to be consistent, and that's like the main issues with him. I think like you gotta pull the you have to pull the damn O lineman to get open lanes for Gordon and Lindsey, and Gordon may want another revenge game. He may want another revenge game. He may want to score some touchdowns, Melvin Gordon. So that's pretty good. He scored a couple last week, and I don't want Philip Lindsay. His only touchdown of the year was against the Chargers, so I think he can get it going again. Um, and as for the Chargers, obviously Bosa's their biggest threat on defense, and now they got Chris Harris Jr. back. He may want some revenge. So it's gonna be a good old fashioned classic rivalry game. I think we could pull off the W. Like the Chargers are not as good as the Bills, that's for sure. So I don't think they'll blow us out if they win. But I got the Broncos winning 30-24. I don't think the defense is gonna play lights out. I think the offense has to turn it up and get some points on the board to help the team out. And I think the defense. I know they have like their secondary is gutted, but I think the defense needs to get a turnover to get a win because the Broncos haven't had a turnover, like haven't forced a turnover since we played the Dolphins, and that was a game-winning interception. We need the defense to do something, yeah, strip sack or something. Um, yeah, the defense hasn't forced a turnover. The only time the Broncos got a turnover was when that Roberts for the Bills muffed a punt. I'm not gonna count that as a defensive turnover. But overall, I see run the damn ball for the Broncos. Limit the pass because they're gonna target our weak secondary. That's for sure with their healthy offense. But I think we can get the job done. Rivalry game. Time to get the sweep. We do pretty good in LA. So slash San Diego. So we have a good record there. And I think we're gonna get the W. 30-24. Game-winning touchdown by Locke again, plus the pass interference again. Let's go, go Broncos. That's my pick. Yeah, let's see what happens on Sunday.